What is going on, my Houston family? Saluda a toda mi gente de Houston, dude. I am excited, man. The Houston Texans staff is being formed, right? We are learning that Pep Hamilton, offensive coordinator, will not be retained. However, the man is still getting paid. We do know his son plays high school football here, so he might just want to watch his kid ball. No harm, no foul, right? I like that Nick Casario and D'Amico Ryans are working on this, staff together because a very important hire that just happened was Nick Cray, former 49ers chief of staff. Now, this is a huge get for D'Amico Ryans, right? We knew that he wanted to bring someone from the 49ers, front office, and it just so happens to be Nick Cray. For the guys who don't know who that is, he would hold the boombox every time the 49ers will come out of the tunnel. That energy, that hype, I need that here in Houston, and it's already been here since D'Amico Ryans has stepped into the building, and Nick Cray is only going to amplify that, right? In the college scene, he coached back at his alma mater, coached the defensive side, and was a defensive quality coach. Then in the NFL, was just around Shanahan, was around D'Amico Ryans. They must have built a friendship because now he is a part of the Houston Texans, and I like this hire on the staff. We have some news regarding the offense and who could potentially call plays, and this comes as a surprise. This will be a kind of a high-profile hire, and that is that the Houston Texans have just interviewed Kliff Kingsbury. Yes, you heard that right. Kliff Kingsbury, former Arizona Cardinals head coach, to be their offensive coordinator. Now, this came as an absolute shock to me. I thought it was, we were going to mainly focus on someone like a Bobby Slowick, the passing games coordinator from the 49ers. But when you're talking about Kliff Kingsbury, it gets interesting. Everyone has the idea of maybe he just should have started as a coordinator coming out of Texas Tech. Because even when he was a head coach at Texas Tech, they weren't very successful. It was kind of a head scratcher, him automatically getting the head coaching job with the Arizona Cardinals. But there was no question that the offense around Kliff Kingsbury was good when he was there in Arizona. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Kyler Murray, multiple Pro Bowler. At one point was in the talks of, is this guy an MVP candidate? And it's not Kliff Kingsbury's fault that Kyler Murray wants to go on double XP weekend and grind on COD. I do that every night myself, right? But something interesting, right? In his time back in college and his time in Texas Tech, the first quarterback that he offered a scholarship to was Bryce Young. I think the writing is on the wall here, guys. I think there is no coincidence. You fly half across the world from Thailand into Houston to just interview for the job for the Houston Texans. I think this is the hire, and I have to say, I am excited for it. And I have a comment here from a Mike Anderson. Kliff is a terrible head coach, but he's been a solid offensive coordinator, especially for college teams. He was Case Keenum's offensive coordinator at the University of Houston, where he set multiple records in passing. Johnny Manziel had his only and best year with Kliff as his offensive coordinator. He helped Pat Mahomes throw for 4,000 plus 5,000 yards respectively, even though they couldn't win together as a team. There is no questions what he can do on the offensive side of the ball. It was just, the guy's just not a good head coach. Some people are better coordinators than head coaches. Kliff Kingsbury will not have the stress that he had in Arizona here. You have to worry about developing Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, whoever you want. It's pointed to Bryce, to Bryce Young. And I am excited. I am excited because these are names that you couldn't fathom if you were a Houston Texans fan just 2 months ago. And I think Kliff Kingsbury will only help this Houston Texans rebuild much more faster. And the Arizona Cardinals offense was exciting, right? They run that 3 and 4 wide receiver sets, and it forces the defenses to be in a type of cover 3, zones where they don't want to get beat over the top. And the Arizona Cardinals fake 60% of the time of a box with 6 to less, defenders. And when you're Damian Pierce, you're looking at that and you're absolutely licking your chops and saying, I'm going to absolutely feast on the running game. We saw what James Conner did, kind of resurging his career. What is that, 14, 15, 16 touchdowns last year? I'm sorry, the year before that, and had a good year this year as well. Damian Pierce is going to feast with Kliff Kingsbury, and The only question is when is this gonna get done? I am excited for this. You guys should be also. Let me know how you feel. As always, go Texans, and y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Y'all have a very blessed day.